Hi, this is Chris Rossi with Chasing Dreams, the cause that improve the world for all, helping anyone and everyone, where we can really make that difference in this world. Okay, so there's different things that we could do between this membership place, between this cause nonprofit that I'm starting, between just different things in general, like homeless shelters, unemployment help, starting businesses for the nonprofit where we can raise money and help people through the businesses, like restaurants, etc., car places. However, for being not only meetings to have at the membership place, but also having groups. You got groups for alcohol problems. You got groups for drug addicts. You got groups for food addicts even, but not as common. You got groups for Gamblers Anonymous or gambling. You got groups for people who have sex addiction. You got groups for codependency, which is not as common, but more common than people think. You get groups for relationships, like Relationship Anonymous or something like that. But when you have problems, groups for drug dealers anonymous, people have trouble, where they have gotten into selling drugs. Or what about groups for helping for people who have been involved with crime in general, like the organized crime like mafia or regular crime, or people have had trouble with stealing. What about groups for that? What about groups for people who not only been victims of child abuse, but also people who have been child abusers, helping that? What about helping prevent it before and just after? What about people who have been to groups for Prisoners Anonymous, Jail Anonymous, group for Mental Health Anonymous? I mean, you get that, even though it can be improved. Group for, like, Problems Anonymous, like anyone that's going through anything anonymous. Like, well, we got that, but not as much as good as it could be. Or groups to help with intelligence and wisdom in the world, to improve it, where we can have more and better progress than we already do have. World's been going really fast with progress and everything. Unfortunately, the progress has been speeding up, but the foolishness has been, right on track, like, head and tail, like, it's like a win-lose thing, where it's constantly, like, the foolishness is going ahead, the wisdom is going ahead, it's, like, constantly, going back and forth, who's in the lead? Because a lot of foolishness is still existing in the road, in the world, road too, but if you want to, in a metaphor and a, symbolism on that, or, relating to life, the life of the road of life, but just a lot of foolishness existing in the world. A lot of sin exists in the world. A lot of worldliness exists in the world. Now, people would be like, "What do you mean by worldliness?" Well, for a Christian, we know what that means. They say you got to be just a Christian to become, to get to get to heaven. No, the number one thing to get to heaven, it says, that is when it comes to being a Christian, which is asking Jesus Christ to God in your life, confessing your sins, give your life to God and Jesus. And it also says in the Bible how we are all sinners, saved by the grace and mercy, that we are able to have a relationship with Jesus Christ God. That's the only way, and we will never do anything good. We'll never be good enough to get to heaven. We'll never be good enough to have a relationship with Jesus Christ and God, other than, by God's forgiveness, by Jesus Christ's forgiveness, by God sending Jesus Christ to have us, to make it possible to be able to go to heaven, to make it possible to have a better life, make it possible for so much more positive things in our life, because we have a relationship with Jesus Christ and God, and how our life can be changed. But anyways, this group is mainly about having groups. I mean, that could be another thing. Having groups for becoming Christian, having groups to what it means to be a Christian, having groups to living the Christian life. If you have any ideas for groups, just let me know, or let anyone know in the cause, and we can make it possible. No matter what you're going through, no matter what what you need to better your life, when it comes to having love in your life, fixing your problems, finding solutions to your problems, which is like the same thing, but whether you need a better car, whether you need a job, whether you're struggling with having food on your plate, whether you're struggling with any kind of addiction, whether you're struggling with crime, whatever it is, your life can be improved. There is hope. We can make the world better for each other. We can have a better life for all. We can work together and make it happen. Everyone matters. Everybody's life matters. Even like animals, the whole earth, the whole life. We gotta believe, because it's what matters the most. To not only believe, to have that faith, to have hope, to be about love, to do our best to do the right thing. Not what we think is right. Well, in the end, when it comes to each individual, it is always about what we think is right. But always try to do the right thing in general, not just what we think is right. Keep striving for doing what is right. And people say, "Oh, I'm going to follow the Bible and that is right." But are you following the Bible because that's what you believe is right, and you keep trying to find the right answers in the Bible? Like pray to God to have the right kind of understanding, so you know what is really true, not what you think is true, or anything in life in general. Like if you don't believe in that, you could come to know that truth, whether it be the Bible, whether it come to certain facts, whether it some like anything you're struggling with, anything you're going through, whether it be just wisdom, foolishness, intelligence, being the best you can be, proving anything in life. You know, that progress is possible. There's hope. You know, so I hope you'll, if you have any ideas about having with any groups, or just to know that those are not just having groups for just say people who are alcoholics or people who are drug addicts or any other addiction that you see as a common one. This is about having also being in terms of being unique, providing help for any kind of problem you're going through, with improving your life, with making the world better. In terms of groups to better more people out there that are struggling with different things. Find the best ways to make it happen, but having more options. Where we could all have a chance to have a better life. With improving life for all, making the world a better place. If you want to be a part of this, or you need help. There's hope there with between this cause and just in general. So choose to help others. Helping others helps yourself. There's hope. Anyways, I hope you'll be a part of this cause. Hope you found this inspiring, positive, loving. That's what it's all about. Being positive, loving, doing the right thing. Most importantly, this is about getting this cause going and really improving life out there. Have a good day and night. God bless. Take care.